Hey, greetings there, gold seekers. This is Tim for Blue Lead Gold Productions. No sense in arguing about it. I am back on the Yuba, and I am out here today with Uncle Stephen, who is digging a hole over there, and I'm here today with Orissa, who is Stephen's brand new little puppy. And we have not taken Orissa out to a gravel pit to do away with her. We have taken Orissa out to the gravel pit here so that we can dig up some gold. And she is being very well behaved out here on the river today. Not a good day for a doggy to go swimming in the river, but she seems to have sensed right away that she's better off on dry land than she would be swimming in the river at this point. And the goal today is to send Uncle Stephen home with someone else, with gold off of someone else's claim or property for a change. Uncle Stephen is a fellow who has a piece of property in an area that has some good gold on it, and he is very generous about letting me go out there and go mining, me and many of my friends. And so this is just very nice to have him up here today, having a chance to get some gold off of my claim. Even home with, that's the result of our first clean out. Not a whole hell of a lot of weight there, but there's some very pretty shiny flakes, and we're going to go and try to see if we can dig up some more for him. Okay, gold seekers, there it is. Right there, it's a ramp straggler, right at the end of my fingertip. I hope you can see it, because it sure looks pretty glistening in the sun. Might even be a loose standards picker at that. But there it is in my palm of my hand. I was actually able to pick that one up out of the sluice.
We'll get 10 more.
10 more just like it.
Just like it.
This one and all its cousins. Call me easily amused, but I just love a ramp straggler. Finally be getting a little attention today. It was feeling neglected because I've been spending too much time with my detector lately, but it's happy now. I think it's getting fed, and it's looking forward to the rest of the mining season. Come over here, trimmed up the trees a little bit, and then he's digging a hole, and he thinks this is a hole that might have some gold in it. I'm hoping he's right about that. Here today, I've got some nice Hella jelly. It's a agricultural product of Nevada County, another fine Nevada County agricultural product. And I do have it domed up for the LBPA. And it's about time we said thank you to Mother Yuba, because it's a beautiful day up here today. Yum. Scrumptious and terpenous, just the way we like it. She's had kind of an exciting and active day, catching a little bit of rest in the shade here. And Stephen carrying buckets on over to the Angus. He doesn't have river shoes. I got river shoes, so I'm working the Angus today. Ramp stragglers. That one is not going to even be a loose standard picker, or even, it's basically a little poker float, but it's straggling. And they look pretty on the ramp like that. They're all shiny and gold and stuff. Up down to this bedrock shelf here, and I like it that this one is sloping away from the river. I'm going to work my way over in that direction, and eventually all of this unsightly boulders and gravel, they all need to go. We need to re-beautify this bedrock, reclaim it. It's a matter of public interest. Through the Angus, we had that one little straggler flake that's got knocked off the ramp now. A pretty fair amount of black sand down in those riffles. And I know that ever since Braden and Damon have seen this nice clear water in the videos I've been posting, they've been wondering what it looks like under the water. So there is no way I'm getting in the water to show you right now, because I'd be swept to my death down there. But as well as within about 30 seconds, you would be so cold that you could hardly move a muscle. But what I can do is take the GoPro and stick it out under the water. Alright, well, we got a pan of concentrates here, and because I like to show you gold seekers some gold, I'm going to pan that out and see if there's any flakes in the bottom of it. Alright, there it is, clean out number 2, and oh, well, it's a good thing that I brought the credit card to finance dinner tonight, because if Stephen and I had to eat off of these clean outs, that might get a little dicey. But every single one of those shiny flakes is a source of joy, and we're going to send every single one of them home with Uncle Stephen today. All right, gold seekers, how's this for a reclamation effort? So this whole area right in here is an area I've already mined the gold out of, the gold-bearing gravel out of, and then I've been pulling rocks, throwing them down onto here, and then taking the heavy rocks and throwing them on top, hoping that, like I said, if we get another storm in 1998 through here, all this stuff washes away like so many pebbles on the beach. But with normal high water, you know, hopefully these areas are going to catch gravel and we get to come back and mine them again in another couple years. I'm digging my hole right down there over to the bedrock. These ants right here, you can take a look at them. They're very unhappy with what I've been doing to their home. And Stephen is over here now. He's made a little platform that he can stand on in the river, because otherwise his feet would be getting kind of wet and cold there. But he's feeding the Angus handful by handful. And one of the great things about having Uncle Stephen along on a mining adventure is that he is a longtime resident of Nevada County, and he has lots of good stories. He was telling me a bit of the history of the the Fraternal Order of Eclampus Vitus, aka the Clampers. And what'd you have to say about the Clampers there, Stephen? Make it appropriate for viewing of all ages.
I don't recall.
Yeah, the witness seems to be invoking the Fifth Amendment at this point. He's taking the Fifth. The clampers, actually, I think they're the Order of E. Vitus Clampus, is a local Northern California mother lode organization that was formed during the gold rush by miners, originally for benevolent purposes, you know, to take care of burial expenses and things like that. And it has evolved into more of a social type of organization in modern times. Stephen seems to be relating tales now of, he's waived the Fifth Amendment to the point of testifying that at one point in time the Clampers were known for drunken debauchery, but apparently have become more of a public service organization in modern times, and which kind of, you know, let's go on a little walk here. Take around, try to figure out where we should be digging for gold on this area. I think it looks like we got lots of bedrock gravel that we can dig up and toss through the Angus. But we're gonna have to wait until the river goes down later in the year. We may be able to get some flow. Otherwise, it'll be a hike to get to areas that we can work with the Angus. I'll take you out on the middle of this little bedrock peninsula. I was out here with my metal detector not too long ago, and pulled a aluminum pull tab out of a crack in the bedrock right over there. Cody did a little bit of work on the bedrock over here last weekend. Him and JC were up here with me, and we're out in the middle of the Yuba here. Check it out. We got some quartz veins on this rock. Lots of quartz veins. And those are some deep dredge pools. Orissa, come on, baby. Come, Orissa, come on. I don't want you anywhere near that water. Take a look up there, gold seekers. What a beautiful, beautiful view. What a beautiful claim. What a happy puppy to be out being such a good, well-behaved puppy and a mining puppy. Well, so I've been grooming out some dirt here to toss through the Angus, and Orissa came over to visit me. She's wondering what the heck I'm interested in this dirt for. It doesn't smell any different than any other damn dirt. Pull a little root off. If it was poison oak, I wouldn't let her have it, but I'll find her a more appropriate stick to chew on. Here, Orissa, check this stick out, baby. This right here. That's a good stick for a dog. You want that stick? Okay, here, I'll play with the stick. Right. Okay. You got a stick now. Well, that's good. If you're a dog, it's good to have a stick and to hang out by the river. If you're me, it's good to have a bag of hella jelly and hang out by the river. All right, well now Uncle Stephen's got a clean out going of some dirt that he has thrown through the Angus. And here, I might be able to help because I got river shoes and it'll be easier for me to dip that Angus. Just dip it and shake it. That's what I'm going to do. We had some genuine concerns about how Orissa was going to behave down at the river. But if you take a look here, I think she is a 100% river dog and seems to be taken to it just like a fish to water. Darn it, we've got another ramp straggler right there. See the end of my fingertip right there? That's another beautiful little ramp straggler. Probably has more to say about the lack of flow through the Angus than the weight of any of the gold that we're finding. But it's fun to dump a load into the Angus and then see something shiny and gold lingering on the ramp. Okay, gold seekers, so Uncle Stephen and I are looking back up the hillside here, and the question is, how far does this river gravel that's buried down underneath all these tailings, how far back is that going to go? And that led into a discussion of the flood of '98, and Uncle Stephen has some valuable information about the South Yuba and the flood of '98 here. Uncle Stephen, what happened on your property during the flood of '98?
The volume of water coming through the corridor was probably the highest it ever been. It washed away sites that, prior to that I'd found knives and coins and bottles from the 1850s, 1860s. So it hadn't been up there, since then.
Dude, it washed away your camp.
It 12 feet under my camp.
Yeah, camp is about what, maybe 30 feet above the river
when it's 86, which was equivalent to the '59 flood. That was about 9 feet below my camp. I could stand, right at the bottom of my camp and fish. But it took out everything. And when it took it out, basically what I had left in my camp were 3 boulders, about this size. Okay?
That's a big boulder.
And, the outlying terrain was devoid of all debris, all gravel, all driftwoods, and I found a 60-pound piece of pig iron on top of a rock, out in the center of the river, draped across the rock like a piece of driftwood.
All right, so Stephen has got the concentrates there. And what we're going to have to do is swirl the pan around real hard, I think, so that hopefully we can show you some of the gold that's in it. Gold seeker's the bottom of that pan there. And get through all that thick black sand. Ah, there's a nice piece right there. Oh, look at those. Stop for a second right there. Take a look. Those 2 nice pieces right there. All right, well, we still got one last little 3-bucket load here in the Angus, and we'll clean this out. Then we'll show you what gold we have visible for the day, and then we'll just dump it all into Uncle Stephen's take home for the swirl bowl. Well, gold seekers, I've heard it said that it's a dog's life, and if a dog's life is lying around on a nice warm piece of bedrock by a beautiful river, then I think Orissa's got it figured out. Well, gold seekers, usually I end the video by showing you the gold for the day, but what we've got here is just our first two cleanouts right there. But take a look at that. There's some shiny gold flakes right there. I got to be happy with that because I'm sending every single one of those home with Uncle Stephen. It's nice.
I mean, today clearly it was a fine day.
Yes, it was a fine day. Absolutely.
It was all in the fines.
And so, by the way, Uncle Stephen, we're going to toss these shiny little flakes in with the rest of your swirl bowl stuff.
Yeah, well, we'll do the swirl bowl and see how fine a day it was.
That'll be the final take on it. But a wise man once told me, it ain't all about the gold, and it's been a damn fine day out here with you, Orissa the river dog. And Uncle Stephen, how do we end a Blue Lead Gold Productions video?
Aloha.
Aloha.